Welcome to the garage. Today we're going to be replacing the lower control arm bushings on this 2001 BMW 330 Ci. It's a pretty quick job, so let's get started. All right, let's check out what our friends at FCP Euro sent us. Do you know how to pronounce that? It's pronounced lower control arm bushing in German, I guess. I don't know. No stickers. It sucks. All right, so we're replacing lower control arm bushings, and this is what they look like. Normally what goes wrong on these cars is these rubber bushings right here get super crazy worn out, and it allows the lower control arm to flop all around inside of there, which affects the steering quality. So I'm gonna swap these guys out real fast. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is blast off this, what do we call it?
Skid plate.
Skid plate, yeah. So these are 16 millimeter bolts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's leave that one. Nice. You see that?
Yeah. What would you like me to do right
now? Just keep recording.
Okay. Didn't know if you wanted me to grab it or not.
No. Oh my God.
Oh.
This thing is just one gigantic leak. Okay. All right, bring her in. We're just gonna go ahead and ignore all of the leaks. We'll save that for a different day. All right, so next we need to take off these 2 bolts and these 2 bolts here. I think they are 16s as well. Yep. All right, let's see how hard these are gonna be to get off. Pretty hard, all right. Those are torqued on pretty hard. It's a good thing. I'm gonna get these loose. I have to look up the torque specs for those guys. All right.
Head right in the way.
Well, move.
Right into it. I did move.
All right. Should be able to just pop these guys off. Here, let me get a pry bar. Wonder if they're like the original ones. There we go. Okay, let's grab this one.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
All right. And blast these with some WD.
What you doing?
I'm blasting these with WD. All right, so we got these popped down. I hit them with WD-40 and let them soak for just a second. We're gonna work it in there a little bit. Sometimes these things can be pretty hard to get off, but these actually seem pretty loose, which is a good indicator. Yeah, that came right off. A good indicator that they need to be replaced. This one seems like it's on a little bit tighter. Yeah. Yeah, these ones are pretty worn out. Do a side-by-side comparison. Maybe it's hard to pick it up on camera, but that little hexagon shape where the control arm slides in is a little bit more wallered out than the new replacement. All right, so I'm gonna hit these with WD-40 real quick. Work that in there so it's easier to slide them on. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is slide these guys on. Well, actually, let me clean that up a little bit. It looks like it was pretty dirty, so I'm just gonna wipe these down. Okay, oh, I grabbed the other one this time. All right, first thing we're gonna do is slide these guys on. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult. Just gotta work them on there. The key is to just struggle with it. All right, we were using WD-40, but I think silicone is gonna be better for this. WD-40 tends to evaporate pretty quickly. Actually spray the control arm too. Have a check right there. Just lower the car down until, you know, you get enough leverage on it. Pro tip for us short people. All right. So now we're gonna get it located back onto its little dowel. Just like that. Sweet. This would have made a better Instagram reel than a YouTube video. All right, let me get this side all lubed up. Some silicone spray. All right. The dowels in the right way, something like this. Oh yeah. Well, that went way faster. All right, let's get it lined up on the dowels. Okay. All right, let me look up the torque for those guys. All right, so we got to torque these guys up, and per the internet, it says that it is 59 Newton meters or 44 foot-pounds. I guess and, they're the same thing, maybe. I don't know, it's German. All right. Torqued. Sweet. All right, so the last thing we got to do is, aside from dropping all the hardware on the floor, is put the skid plate back on. It's hard to get these things started. There we go. Yeah, I need another cart. For sure.
You get that?
The best place in the world. Cheap Tools. AKA Harbor Freight. By the way, this video is not sponsored by Harbor Freight, but they decided that they wanted to. I would not be opposed to that. Done.